How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here. In a series, I love showing off these indie titles that they have on the Nintendo Switch. Sometimes these games don't get a lot of love, so it's my pleasure to show them off, because there's some great games out there that not a lot of people are talking about. You could be first. 12 games to show off in this video, and it starts right now. I love any game that looks like this. This is Totoki Justice. This is the game you need to check out for sure. 1 or 2 players on this one. And it's that old school side-scrolling style game that, man, I just can't get enough of. This is from the same company and the same people that gave us that Agalos game that I absolutely loved. I did a video on that a while back. I mean, first of all, look how cute you are, right? You're a little ninja Tanuki character, and you're throwing your throwing stars, or shurikens if you want to be awesome. You can toss them in multiple directions. You're gonna have to, because enemies come at you from all angles. Bright colors, fun sounds, love the stages, love how it looks. It just looks like, I love that color palette on this. Aesthetically pleasing for my eyes, for sure. If you notice up in the corner, you have that kind of, bar that keeps charging when you kill enemies. When it gets all the way full, you can toss this super shuriken. It's super awesome. And big boss battles, fun boss battles, creative boss battles. There's always gonna be a pattern, so easy to figure out, But man, this game, Totoki Justice, can't get enough of it. This is the one to look out for sure. Well, this game's called Fogs, and you play as a 2-headed kind of wiener dog. Another game, love the colors on this one, love how it looks. You can play this game as a 1-player if you'd like, using both analogs to control your fog, I suppose. You can also do 2-player on this one too, go for that cooperative element. And it's just kind of a fun-looking puzzle game. I love things that look like this. It's something a little unique, something a little different for you. You can stretch yourself super long if that's going to help you out. You can also grab items. That's going to help you push things or pull things to get to your goals. And again, you play as a 2-headed dog. It's definitely worth checking out, I think. Now, this thing is definitely interesting and unique. But something else that's very interesting, just about any of my videos, I have more people watching who are not subscribed than subscribe. It's almost like this is the subscriber and this is the non-subscriber, but you can become one and whole by hitting that subscribe button. Especially if this video helps you out. I do videos like this all the time, as well as showing off Nintendo games and stuff like that. Promise you're gonna love it. Splashy Cube is a kind of puzzle game I really, really liked. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't know, but I really got into it. I just kind of got addicted to it for a while. You control the game by pushing the L or R button, and that's what direction you rotate. You cannot go back, you can only move forward, either northeast or northwest. Depending on the color of your cube, you can collect or squish those orbs that are in your way. You touch the other ones, game over for you. You have to start all over. The level itself kind of generates the more you move along, so you have to really kind of guess where the ending's gonna be and make sure that you have enough room to get there and without, having to backtrack or anything like that, because again, you can't backtrack. You just have to start the level over again. Of course, you can fall in the holes, you can fall off the edge. Don't want to do that. It's just a fun game. Splashy Cube, might want to check it out. Another interesting puzzle game, Gyrobox? Maybe it's Gyrobox. Gyrobox? Well, it's another like L or R game, and it just flips the screen that direction. You just kind of like, rotate it in that direction, and then your piece, or you, I guess, this little block, falls down. You have to catch the star. And the levels get kind of interesting, levels get kind of weird, more elements, things getting in the way. Sometimes other blocks and stuff get in the way, and that makes it kind of annoying. I mean, I love the Switch for these kind of simple, just pick up and play puzzle games, and I had to check this one out. Fall Gummies. Gotta be honest with you, I got it because it looked super cute, right? And it plays, you've seen puzzle games like this before, either puzzle games like this or elements in games. I remember Bomberman Land 2 had one of the little mini stages like this. You can figure it out already. You gotta get all the pieces and make sure you get them all. And you can't go back and the thing falls down and, so one of those things. And for some reason, I like games like this. I like little puzzles like this, so I was not disappointed. and yeah, good old Fall Gummies, huh? This game, admittedly, I've had for a little while, but I keep forgetting to add it to one of these videos, so I'll do it now. McBat64, and it's called as such because this game looks like it came straight out of a Nintendo 64 game. I mean, it has that Banjo-Kazooie style, a little bit of that Donkey Kong 64 style. I mean, it just looks like a Nintendo 64 game. So many Switch indie titles are made to look like Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, maybe even Sega Genesis games. But they have that kind of, that 18-bit, 16-bit, but no one's really doing the 64-bit style. And I have to assume, I have to figure that so many Switch owners grew up with the Nintendo 64 So if you're looking for that old school 64 fix, complete with weird cameras that don't swoop the direction you want them to, which happens every once in a while in this game, it might be worth checking out. And I just love the fact that they had a game that looks like it came from the Nintendo 64 and controls like it. Man, it's actually not a bad game either. So McBat 64, bringing back the Nintendo 64 style to your Nintendo Switch. Johnny Rocket looks like something that was designed by Mike Judge as an MTV in between music videos kind of art style or something, you know. This game looks like it was hand-drawn, and I bet it was. But it has, you know, it has some action platforming elements to it too. When you shoot the enemies, a big old hole gets in them. Love that animation style. And it just looks like this kind of animated, you know, action platformer game where you're shooting the enemies, you know, try not to shoot you, of course. It just looked cool, and I'm glad I picked it up. Johnny Rocket, check it out. Got a racing game in here with Electro Ride, that's right. I know a lot of games have this kind of Tron, you know, the cyberpunk, yeah, you know, Electro Wave, something or other. This game's interesting enough. You choose your color, and then when you get to these parts of the track, whatever color you are, if you land on those, you'll get the little speed boost. And you can change your color along the way if you figure it's gonna help you at all, I guess. And when you change the new color, then you have to drive on that element to give yourself that little speed boost. Just, you know, again, one of those games that just kind of looked kind of cool and looks simple enough anyway. Check out Electro Ride. A game so cool they named it 3 times. Pa Pa Pa. Hey, it's a 4-player beat 'em up style. Only there's me playing, so I'll just do it to 1 player for now. Now, Streets of Rage, TMT, Scott Pilgrim, it is not. It looks, as you can see, that it could have been an app. You know, it just has that kind of style, that animation, that look to it, that feel to it. But if you're into beat 'em ups, it's a new one that you might want to check out. You know, there's 4 characters, each have their own, you know, strengths and weaknesses, stuff like that. You know, 4-player couch co-op style, you can bring that back. Have some fun with Pa Pa Pa. If that's not dark enough for you, we have More Dark. More Dark, my goodness. It's another one of these games. You know, billions of levels, little platformy. Find a way to kill all the enemies, go through the gated door. You can only jump about, you know, your height's worth. So oftentimes you have to, like, you know, like use an enemy to jump off their head by killing them, then move on to the next platform and stuff like that. Push boxes, you can use the boxes to jump, you can use the boxes to crush your enemies. I do love that 16-bit style, so, I mean, More Dark, check it out, why not? It'll be the great game to have the next time I take a flight. I'm not booked for any flights anytime soon, but these are the kind of games I like playing on flights. Yeah, it's just something you can kill the time with. Another time killer here in Ragdoll Fighter, yes. It's called Ragdoll Fighter because, well, it has this kind of ragdoll mechanics. You use your analogs to move you around, kind of zero gravity in a way, and then your other analog can, you know, attack the enemy. I don't know why this is so funny. This game, I tell you. Hey, if you you know, get apart, you know, you get to cut off their legs, you know, cut off their head. You know, it might grow back or something, sure, but you know, Ragdoll Fighter. If you're looking for something weird, check out Ragdoll Fighter. Why not? Head the Pig. Oh my goodness gracious! Ready for this? Yeah, there it is. You control this pig, and he cannot hit the walls or the enemies or the things in the way. Very Minecraft looking. I'm sure that's the first thing that you thought of as well. And there's a game I have for the PlayStation VR that reminds me kind of like this. So I was interested to check it out. I was like, well, I mean, it was cheap. You know, check it out. Sure, why not? And no, I mean, I got my money's worth out of it, I suppose. Best I can say about anything. I also just grabbed Among Us for the Nintendo Switch. I didn't need to show you Among Us, you've seen it all before, but I do have other great Nintendo Switch recommendations. Those still hold up, and I always have more videos coming out for the Nintendo Switch as well, showing off some great indie titles that you gotta check out. So make sure you check those out, and I'll see you very, very soon.